stay dropping them bangers.
Use that poker, don't let nobody see you, man. Too much mud, sipping on junk the reaper, man. Scroll through pictures of myself, gotta face my demons, man. If no one knows, I'm doing myself.
What is up, YouTube? It is showtime and I am back with yet again another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an amazing build. This build is just truly amazing. I'm gonna have some clips of me actually using this build, and you guys are gonna see what I am doing to my opponents in the rec, and it is not nice. I've been playing bully ball, contact dunks, break starter passes, blocks, steals. I've been just doing a little bit of everything with this build, and I thought this would be a great build to post for YouTube and for you guys to enjoy for rec. I'm currently rep grinding in the rec, and I've been having a whole lot of fun, and I've been doing it with this exact build I'm about to show you. Definitely a game changer. I've never really liked really big center builds and playing rec, but I've really enjoyed it so far, and this build has made it all worth the while. So before we get started, I just want to ask all of you guys, please do as usual, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. And nonetheless, we'll get straight into today's video on this amazing rec center build on NBA rec/prime center build on NBA 2K24. So for the build, you guys want to make sure it's a center. This build is for the 5 position, for the center position in the rec and the pro-am. It's a 7-foot center build. So I did look at the heights. I took a look at the 7-foot one. It was okay. Look at 7'2", didn't really like it at all. It looks like they're patched. Last year's 7'2s were really good. 7 foot is like the sweet spot. You do get the best amount of attributes. When you get the freedom, I feel like there's a lot of limitations the taller your build is, and 7 foot allows us to get just a much better build overall. I made the weight 256 pounds, and then I went ahead and made my wingspan max at 7'10", and there you guys have the custom template for the build, and we'll move on to the ticks. Feel free to slow down the video, speed it up, pause, do whatever you guys got to do to keep up, so you guys can properly make this build, and we'll get straight into it. So for the first thing you guys need to do for this build is make sure your standing dunk is all the way at a rating of 92. This way you can get all the contact dunks. This is where you guys are going to dunk people like you guys seen in the beginning of the video, the clips that I left in there. If you guys want to do that to people and play absolute bully ball with people, a 92 standing dunk is a must, so you guys can get the contact dunks you need. And with the post control, I put that all the way up to a 90. That way I can use back down punisher. I can have my way with whoever is guarding me, whoever's my matchup on the court. Post control was a must for me. And then with the close shot, I had this all the way up at a 77. I had my driving dunk at a 60 and my driving layup at a 42. And this is pretty much it with the finishing. This is going to allow you to do all those great stuff in the paint and absolutely dominate. Now with the free throw, I had this at a 65. I shoot pretty well free throws. My free throws, I pretty much hit most of them with a 65 free throw rating. If I'm nitpicking, I wish I could have got it at 70 or 71 so I can get that free points badge, which allows you to hit free throws in the clutch. But 65 is what I ended up with, and it works fine for me. Now with the pass accuracy, I had this all the way up at a 79 rating. I've been able to throw full court dots, and I'm loving it. The ability to do that with a 79 accuracy is truly amazing, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about the build. Having such a high pass accuracy, being able to throw it down the court, hit people who are leaking, and just throw dots makes it so much easier on me in the rec. Now with the interior defense, you guys can put that all the way up to an 82. And then the perimeter defense, I had this at a 40, and I had this at a 27. Now I know these are absurd numbers for the perimeter defense and steal, but you really have to think about making the build and how you're going to use it. I do not play much perimeter defense at all. I may jump at a few shots every once in a while, but I'm really never really playing perimeter defense. Now I'll be honest, I wish I could have had a higher steal rating for this build, because I do find that I am in the lane, but usually you're not in the lane. It's not your job to be in the lane as a 7-foot center at the 5. I feel like that's the only weakness in the build. I probably could make it another way and probably find a way. I probably have to put down my pass accuracy like to a 75, and maybe I can get away with a better steal. But I just want to show you guys how I made the build, just the exact way that I made the build and how I upgraded it. So with the block, I've had this at a 92. I put this at a 92. That way I can go get my anchor on gold. You cannot get anchor off in a build like this. It is not worth it. It'll make your build terrible. And then with the offensive rebound, I had this at a 93. And then I had my defensive rebound out of 80. The reason why I've done it like this is because the power forward that I play with in the rec, he has a 99 defensive, so I mean he has a high defensive rebound, he has a 93 defensive, so I put on a 93 offensive, so we kind of just counter each other. If you guys have a designated power forward you play with, feel free to do that. It actually works out a lot better, them having the opposing rebound higher. So yeah, shout out Will, my power forward that I play with. He has a 93 defensive, so I have a 93 offensive rebound. And then with the speed, I had this at a 65. I had my acceleration at a 54. I had my strength maxed out at a 95. That way we can get the back down punisher, box out beast, immovable enforcer on Hall of Fame, bulldozer, all those other good badges. The vertical, I had this at a 75, and I've been jumping out the gym with a 75 vertical. I couldn't imagine if the vertical was any higher on this build. I'm literally jumping out the gym with a 75 vertical, and you need a 75 vertical so you guys can get the contact dunk animations for the big men. And then with the stamina, I had this all the way at a 96, and there you guys have the build. So I always like to improvise and show you guys better ways to make the build. If I could do it differently, maybe I would put my pass accuracy probably down to around a 75 or 76 or 77, and then maybe I'd put my steal up. Maybe it'd have to go straight down to a 75, and you guys can probably get away with just a little bit more steal. I really don't know. I'm trying to look for a way that I could potentially get away with more steal. I honestly don't think there's a way without messing up the build. Like, I had to sacrifice things. In this game, you really have to sacrifice things. You could possibly go at a lower speed. Like, you could go like a 60 speed and get your steal up to a 40. I don't think it's worth it, and I'm gonna just leave the build the way I made it and with the sacrifices that I made, and just leave my steal down. But if you guys have a way and a method to get the steal up, maybe you guys can put that in your acceleration by a few, your speed down by a few, possibly put your stamina to like a 95, lower the pass accuracy also, and you guys can probably get away with a better steal. But I'm going to leave the build the way it is, and this is the way I made the build, and it works very, very, very well for me. I really am enjoying this build. And there you so you guys will see the name of the build. I believe it's something like an interior, glass interior threat, something like that. Shades of Wilt Chamberlain, which is kind of what I was going for. An inside that can just dominate, and here it is, the glass cleaning interior threat. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope you guys do enjoy the build. I highly recommend it. It is my main rec build, and I have had no problems with it. I've been dominating. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm already level 27 on the battle pass because of how well I've been able to rep grind with this build. So yeah, once again, please do enjoy the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.